First of all, I'm very happy to be here this afternoon to present what THIMM is doing with digital die cutting possibilities, but who is better positioned to talk about it than THIMM themselves. That's why it's not about Highcon today, it's about THIMM, and Michael Weber will show you what they are doing with the technology and how they see the future and their vision. Just a few words about who is Highcon. Many of you have heard about, but we want to share just, we are here with a vision to really change the world after printing, also on the finishing side, for digital, for more agile, more sustainable and more engaging products. That means concretely that we want to focus on innovations, so what can be done more and what is more exciting, and this is very much what THIMM is focusing on. Then of course, how effectiveness can increase, meaning how costs can be managed better. And of course, everything which is regard to sustainability is a very important topic, and there Highcon also has an impact. Just in some words, we are something like 150 people working in an Israeli-based company which was founded in 2009. The first product was brought to the market in 2013, and since the COVID crisis, we changed the strategy completely and focus on the folding carton and the corrugated board only, and only on Europe and only on US, because we want to make a very big impact here. To do that, we invest a lot in our technology, and we had a launch at the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange in 2020. In total, we have something like bit more than 1 million sheets proceeded, and we have eliminated a lot of dies, because in our technology you don't need a wooden die, traditional die on a die cutting machine. We do it on the fly in the machine, and we have eliminated since in 2021, in 1 year, 35,000 dies. This is the equivalent of 5 soccer fields of tropical rainforest. This is only regarding the wood that was saved. In total, we have something like 80 installations with work in progress, and but this is only about Highcon. Let's talk about THIMM.
Thanks, Jürgen. Thanks for being here. Welcome to everyone. I'm proud to be here together with Highcon, because Highcon is one of our enablers for our digital vision. So who's THIMM? Just a short sentence. We are a family-owned company where we are very, very proud that we are in the 3rd generation. We generate roughly 700 million euros a year on 13 sites with 2,500 employees. And we are focused as a solution provider of packaging and distribution of goods in the consumer goods sector. When we are talking about our digital vision, we can say every vision begins with a dream. And we dreamed a bit, and we said each and every package will have its unique code. So we truly believe in that each and every packaging will have a digital mark in the future, which allows us to track and trace, which allows us to give all the information about the supply chain. And this is very important for our future vision. Why is it so? When you're starting a journey transforming customers' business, then it means that we look at our customers, and for sure we look a bit deeper what are their customers force them to. And we are mainly, as I said, we are mainly working for consumer goods, and they are mainly working for retail, which means our FMCG customers are really forced by retail to perform better day by day. What does it mean? It's quite easy. They need to be faster. When you're looking into a normal supermarket today, everything is being faster. Goods are processed even more faster, and they just get a call, I have a promotion slot for you in 2 weeks' time. Please deliver or not. If you don't deliver, if you don't have your display ready, if you don't have your packaging ready, you will not be there. You will miss a promotion. So we, as a corrugated supplier, packaging solution provider, we need to make sure that our customers are getting even faster. For sure, they also need to be more agile. What does it mean? The varieties of sorts are getting increased. So In the past, you had just one cheese sort. Now you have 300 because you have vegan and all the other stuff light. So the variety of packaging and the variety of products are totally increasing. So we need to be more agile, more flexible in our productions because our customers need to be more flexible. And everything needs to get more transparent. We need more transparency across the whole supply chain. This is very important for all of us. And yes, also there we need to help them. And for sure, as we are in a world which is growing and growing, everything needs to be cheaper. We have seen this, what this results in, but this is totally the case. Retailers are forcing FMCGs to be more cheaper. And when we have done all this, so we are faster, we are more agile, we are more transparent, and we are even cheaper, then we just need to make sure that everything is available at every time. This is a huge challenge for our FMCGs, and we tried to create a vision for our customers how we can help them to solve these requirements. And we call it the Internet of Packs. The Internet of Packs means we have no lead time in the future, we have no minimum order quantities in the futures, and for sure we need to make sure that we have no additional costs in the supply chain. And as a family-owned company, it's very important for us that this all happens in a very, very sustainable way. So the Internet of Packs will make sure that lead times getting reduced, that we reduce minimum order quantities in a sustainable way. So let's have a deep dive into what does it mean when we deep dive into no lead time. So let's step back 50 years. We had a production system which was called produce to order. So they got an order, we had a long lead time from the suppliers, they put it into a warehouse to the producers, and then in a certain point of time it got to the retailers. This was quite good, but the whole lead time process was very, very, very long. So somebody invented produce to demand, which is quite a nice idea because you have something like a forecast, and then you produce everything. You have lower lead times from the suppliers to the producers, but we all know what forecast means. The only true thing about forecasts is that forecasts are never true. And this is a big problem for all of us because when we get a forecast, or all suppliers of our producers get a forecast, and the forecast is wrong, we don't have the right goods delivered at time, so it all gets messed up, and at the end we have items out of stock in retail, and all the FMCGs don't want out of stock items for sure, because if you're not there, nobody will buy you. So we need to find a way how we can improve lead times, and there comes in the vision of that each and every packaging has its unique code, because when we have a unique code we have data, and data is the new oil, and we think we need to share our data across the whole supply chain. Only sharing data across the whole supply chain will enable us to perform this even better, and we will have a 100% autonomous and connected workflow across the whole supply chain. So what does it mean? We think that we come from produce to demand to produce to sale. So I will explain it in a minute. So we think when you have a unique code on each and every packaging, you will have something like a real-time forecast, because you exactly know which package is just sold in a minute ago. So when we look here at the Edeka close to the convention center, somebody at the moment is buying diapers. And when he's buying diapers, we exactly know how long this took through the whole supply chain, because these diapers has an individual unique code. By selling these diapers, we all know, okay, on shelf we have whatever 5, 10 to 10 units. We exactly know because of the unique codes, and this can trigger the order. So it will trigger the order at all suppliers who are supporting this diaper process. And now we are producing packaging, we are producing all the other stuff, all the raw materials are getting created. And we go in, and now we're producing packaging with a unique code. So first of all, we print a roll with the print design, and this roll has a unique code on every single box. So then it gets into our corrugated plants, to the corrugator. We are making, out of this paper, we are making corrugated board, and the code is got read, and the corrugator exactly knows how to perform. So all the settings of the corrugators are coming through this unique code, and then we have at least sheets. And now the code says to the factory, okay, I'm going to a specific converting line, and the converting line exactly knows from the code what to do. So tooling and everything. And when it's converted, you go into logistics, and the code says, okay, now I'm ready to go to the diapers producer. And the packaging arrives there, or the pellets arriving there, the code is read, and they exactly know to which packaging line it goes. And the packaging line knows through this code, okay, now I need to put diapers in size 5, and it gets packed. And now, when it's at the end of the packaging line, it exactly knows where to go, so it goes to the Edeka close to the convention center. This is our dream of a connected, 100% connected workflow, and it all starts with a real-time forecast, because each and every packaging has a unique code, and we exactly know how many units are on shelf, how many units are sold, and how many units do we have in the whole supply chain process. This is the power of no lead time, and we truly believe that this will happen. So let's have a look into the future is no MOQ. MOQ is very important because minimum order quantity is today a really, really big mess. Because when you're looking on the conventional process, the order quantity is quite high. It's much, much higher as we would like to have it. And when we look at FMCGs, they order more than they need because our order quantity is just too high. And when we look behind the scenes, we see that some of our products, the corrugated board packaging, is just thrown away because of obsolescence or everything else. So we need to make sure that we bring down the minimum order quantity. And there we are very, very proud that we have 2 partners on board. One of our partners is HP. They provide the digital print for us, so we are performing with digital preprint machines here to bring the minimum order quantity down. So we have artworks on demand, so we can change day by day. This is very good, and we have no printing plates, and also we have shorter lead times and lower MOQs. The other partner is stepping next to me. This is Highcon. They enable us to also transform the digital die cutting increasing, and Jürgen will get into the details now.
Yeah, I'm not sure I go too much into the details. I'm just happy that THIMM and Highcon share the same vision, and that's why we fall in love. Many years ago, before I joined the company, by the way. So, what is definitely the case, prepress was digitized in the 90s. Nobody's even talking about traditional prepress anymore. In the printing sector, digital is quite established. Of course, the traditional long-run conventional printing is still predominantly, but there are many suppliers of digital printing available. Now is the time to go to finishing, to remove the remaining bottleneck in the whole supply chain, because it doesn't make sense to invest a lot of money in the beginning and not be faster at the end or smaller in the end, if on the finishing side you can't do that. That's really focus on, and that's why our main concern and our main focus is on really reducing the lead time of products, making very engaging products by very interesting and emotional possibilities to die cut something which was not possible before, because with a laser you can do it laser sharp, very fine, and sometimes even replace printing by using a laser only. And then of course having the very short lead times and the minimum order quantities. That's basically what Highcon is about, and we do that by having an in the machine creasing device that provides the creasing matrix in the job, on the fly, with no lead time at all. And then you have the laser cutting afterwards and the stripping to remove the waste. This is done in one process, very short setup time, something like 15 to 20 minutes, with no lead time on the data side at all. This is where we stand for, and this is how we believe we can make a big impact in the future and help our customers to create a demand from their customers. That's how we see it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for these details. So this is very important for us. So we are performing one Highcon Beam to C in our Czech plant for our promotional business, and this is really bringing down MOQ to a single piece, if you like. For sure, this is not normal, but if customers like, we can do, and this is very, very good. And we even can have a smaller batch runs, so we really can combine digital preprint with digital die cutting and creasing, and this makes us really bringing forward our vision of the Internet of Packs. So everything starts with that the future is unique because we have this unique code which controls the whole process of the supply chain, which makes it transparent, which makes it faster, which makes it more reliable, and we have lots of customers working on with the digital workflow, and they see all the advantages because we generate lots of savings throughout the process. So when we are looking at no additional costs in the supply chain, does not mean that the digital process is always cheaper, but it means that the whole supply chain process for our customers is at least at no additional cost, and most of the time it's even cheaper because they don't have obsolescence or they have overstocking and so on. So the future is unique, and this is what we are very proud of because the future is digital. Let me share some results we have done through the Internet of Packs. So I said no lead time, no MOQ at no additional cost, how far we are. And I'm very, very proud that I can say that we have reduced lead time by 75%. That means today we can provide a corrugated box or a corrugated display in less than 5 working days. And for all of you who know this industry, they know 5 days is really, really less time. And good news is 75%. Even better news is we have 5 days to go. So our vision is that we bring it down to 1 day. Not sure if this will ever happen, but this is our complete dream, that we will bring it down to 1 day. So this is lead time. When we are looking in minimum order quantity, I said, okay, we can bring down to 1 for promotional business with the Highcon. This is great. For the mass business, we have reduced through our process by 90, even today by 90%. So we have reduced the minimum order quantity by 90%. If we are going on the Highcon with 1 single piece, for sure we can nearly reduce it by 99.9%. But this is really good news. 90% for the mass market is good. And I said before, it's at no additional cost in the supply chain. So we have a lead time reduction, we have the minimum order quantity, we have no additional costs. And I'm proud to say that as a family-owned company, we worked also on the environment. We can say that we have 50% less energy use with the digital process we have today. And this is really, really good because it's faster, it's cheaper, and it's more reliable and more sustainable at the end. So we are coming closer to our vision of the Internet of Packs. It's very, very important for us. Thanks a lot.